You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, there are 26,000 of you guys on the line with us this afternoon. Ask yourself this question. I just heard an incredible question posed, and it comes from marketing guru Jay Abraham, who has helped thousands of companies and individuals make hundreds of millions of dollars. If you can answer this question, your success is assured. And here's that question. Who stands to gain more from your success than you do? Wow. There's a world of power in that simply phrased question. It drives home the point that your success depends entirely on your ability to provide service and value to others. And it goes beyond that, because not only can your customers gain from your success, but so can your suppliers, and so can other people with whom you may not have a relationship with. For an example, if you're selling residential real estate, your success could also mean success for a mortgage broker or a banker or a moving company or an interior designer. If you're selling computer hardware, your success can help people who sell computer software. In the corporate world, there's a hot trend called strategic alliances. Computer companies form an alliance to help and promote a technical standard. Disney and Burger King form an alliance to take advantage of the popularity of Toy Story, the movie. These alliances are nothing more than an answer to the above question. If you can find someone who stands to gain more from your success than you, then do you think you can enlist the support of that person? Of course you can. That's a no-brainer. How hard can it be to get someone to act in their interests? Ask yourself this question and be creative about your answer. I think you'll find a whole world of possibilities start to open up. Take it from me, Dini.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, it feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos and starseeds, and 2 times for my people who are vegans. We are averaging over 34,000 plus listeners, and we've been at this for 3 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we're still growing, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on the show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. Or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. And with that, hello out there, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, Vigilantes Radio. Thank you again, as always, for tuning in and being a part of our audience family. You know the number to dial. It's 701-801-9813 to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from my website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Scroll over to the Vigilantes Radio tab and slap that Go Live button, and you'll be right here live in the mix with all of us or in the chat room. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here. And as always, all episodes are available for free download. You can grab that from Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, the app called Podcast Addict, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
Well, I don't want to keep 26,000 of you guys waiting any longer because you guys go break the internet, but it's all good because we can house all of you guys here with no problems. So let's go ahead and dive deep into this interview, shall we? Our interviews go beyond the music and bands that create it. From researching our guests, relentlessly mining for details, and listening to everything we can, our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through thought-provoking questions that have real substance. And with that, let's welcome our guest today. Matter of fact, today's interview is the 5-Star Franko interview, and I'm definitely your host, Dini-Mussolini. Let's go ahead and welcome 5-Star Franko to our show. Franko, you are live in the mix with all of us. So how is it going, and how are you feeling?
What's happening? I'm good. What about yourself?
Doing great, man. How's the weather out there in Georgia?
Oh, it's fine. It's good and sunny.
Yes, sir. Man, shall we dive deep into the interview?
Yeah.
All right. So, Franko, man, thank you so much for being here with us. Just your moniker alone makes me excited, and it sounds fun and driven. And from what I've read, the intense drive and smart marketing of yourself are two qualities deep-rooted in your work. But for those that don't know about 5-Star Franko yet, tell us about the artist, how you came to be, and about the style of music that you're making.
My dad, he was always managing and developing artists. So ever since I was little, I was around music. And I'm 15 now, and once I turned about 14, I started writing music. And when they got aware that I was trying to rap and sing, they just got behind me all the way, and it's been pushing from there.
Definitely. So tell us about your debut mixtape, I Am 5-Star Franko. What was the motivation behind it, and what kind of surprises will we find on it?
It's just every time I recorded a song, it's just off the head, and it's just how I'm feeling at the time. So on one track, say Be Me, you might hear something like Be Me is the 11th track. You might hear something like it's a chill song, but the first song on the tape plugged in it's a real hype song. So whatever mood I'm in, you're gonna hear that through my music.
Definitely. And what do you think was the biggest challenge that you faced during the recording of the new tape, and how did you manage to get past it to achieve the end goal?
I wouldn't say it was a big challenge, but the one thing it was kind of hard to get past was choosing the 11 tracks to put on my first mixtape. So
right.
I couldn't do that alone, so I got my team together, and we just all sat down and went through the catalog, and we came out with those first 11 tracks.
Definitely. Did you record more than 11?
Oh, yes. I have hundreds of songs. I record almost. Right.
Yeah, that would be a challenge, man, if you got like 100 songs to choose from. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're originally from Alabama, and looking at Atlanta, you chose the state to be your home base. Explain that move a little more for us if you could. But then again, I know you're only 15, so it could have been a decision by your parents. If so, what was the benefit of this move?
Really what went on was I was born and raised in Alabama, but when I was about, I would say 6 or 7, my parents chose to move up to Atlanta for business purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
So that just started to steer into. It just started steering into me developing to love Atlanta. But I take both as being my home. I still visit Alabama on a regular basis. But so I represent both, but I live in Atlanta now.
Definitely. And as you get older, you'll start to see, or you may even see it now, how business fluctuate in different parts of the United States and the world. And, you know, moving from one state to another is always a big move, in my opinion. But I've seen, like, many artists in the past, and even nowadays, stay in one safe little spot that and sometimes it doesn't necessarily work for the music. So what's your theory on location? How do you plan on going about it when it comes to the rest of the globe to push your music?
With me, when Five Star Franko is a national movement. I'm not trying to stay local. I'm trying to take it to the moon with this. So wherever my career takes me, that's where I'm going. I've been out to LA, New York. I go everywhere. I'm national. I'm trying to be worldwide.
Do you have your eyes set on one particular area in particular?
Atlanta right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So what would? Go ahead. Let's say that again.
I said Atlanta right now just because of the simple fact that I live here.
Definitely. So what would you say is the number one attribute that sets Five Star Franko apart from other hip-hop artists, and why do you think so? Like, tell us, like, what defines your sound?
What defines my sound? I'm so diverse that you could listen to Five Star Franko with your mama in the car, with your little sister in the car, your daughter in the car. It doesn't matter. You can play my music on the radio, and you don't have to worry about hearing curse words or any of that.
Nice.
My music is so diverse, but it's clean at the same time. So it goes with everything.
Was that a conscious choice for you to to produce clean music, or is it something you just had to do?
Yes, it just happened like that. One part of me was saying I want to have a sound that I can have my grandparents listening to, and my friends can listen to that's my age, and my little sister can listen to the same song, and they can all enjoy it. But at the same time, it's just the person that I am.
That's dope. All right, man. In terms of production, mixing, and mastering, how much input do you have into the final recordings of your material? From what I'm listening to and reading, it seems like much of what you do, you've learned to do from the ground up. So I'm thinking that you're pretty hands-on with it, if not in full control. But I'm just assuming, what's the real deal here?
Yeah, with the music, I'm 100% hands-on.
Wow.
It's my music, and I have my own label, Presidential Music Group. So with everything that comes out of our label, I've dealt with it. My hands have been on it. Like, I have my own in-house producers and engineers, but for as far as like the mixing part, the mixing is done by my engineer Bernard Mack and myself. So I'm 100% hands-on.
Dope. That's very dope, man. So, like for me, before I write these interviews or scrum a note on my bass guitar, Stacy. Yeah, that's my guitar name. I have to set the mood. Candles lit, empty as crystals for creativity, offerings of cheese nipped for the muses, catnip for the cat that's always chilling in my space. It's magic. I mean, not really, but sometimes I take it there. Describe your studio atmosphere where you recorded I Am Five Star Franko. Like, how did you set it up to get the best out of yourself?
I won't say I create myself a studio atmosphere, because the way I work is just I'll be ready to record before I get into the studio. So by the time that I get on the mic, I'm already in the mood. I know if I'm hyped, I'm already hyped, and I'm about to go up to the studio and I'm already in the mood to lay the track down.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that then. Like, how does the atmosphere have to be for you when you get ready to write?
Actually, I'm glad you asked that. I haven't written pen and paper a song since the last Christmas. Everything I do right now is off the head. I freestyle all of my recorded music.
Wow.
So everything that's on the I Am 5-Star Franko tape is off the head.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that about will we hear that on I Am 5-Star Franko? Man, that's dope.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, so what in your life inspires you or inspires your creativity and to create the best music you can?
That just goes back to I just want to make a type of music that everyone can listen to. It's just the stuff I want to listen to and what I think that my little sister can be right behind me jamming to at the same time, and my grandparents can be listening to the same time. I just wanted to make some music like that, and it's just I'm just so influenced by what I've gone through, even though I'm only 15, what I've gone through and what my dreams and goals are.
Definitely. I'm gonna go off the meter here with this question. How long did it take for you to actually feel yourself, like your music? Like, you know, you can put on since they just did the Tupac movie, you could put on a Tupac record or a Young Thug record or Migos, and you can instantly feel the verses. You know, you're turning up or whatever. But I've come across some artists who have not yet, you know, had that same impact when they listen to their own music. You know what I'm saying? They're not turning up like that when they listen to their own music. But then it's always a wonderful thing to witness that when an artist can, you know, grab all the energy from a verse they laid down and they're turning up just like they would on a Tupac track. So how long did it take for you to actually feel yourself?
I'll say probably about a month or two, to be honest with you, because when I first started rapping, I already had a team of artists and producers and engineers that I hung out with. So they kind of helped me get loose and helped me find my sound to get comfortable with myself. So, and I just jumped in it.
Definitely. All right. So, in your opinion, what would you say that the current challenges are for independent music today?
Current challenges. I'd say the current challenges is just the budget, really, because nothing in the world is free. Everything. People don't realize that guys that are trying to make this stuff happen, it costs money. So it's just, if you're gonna do this, it's a lot of money. Like, and I know with myself and me having my own label, and sometimes I have to go back and seek advice from my dad. It's just so much money that has to go into this just to make one thing happen. It's crazy. You can't do it all by yourself.
Yeah, it's almost like a bill, ain't it? A monthly bill you can look forward to.
Exactly. You can definitely look forward to that bill.
Definitely. All right, man. You seem to have excellent plans for exposure and releasing your music. Plus, you got artists that you sign, so you're not only responsible for yourself, but you're responsible for other artists and producers and in-house engineers, the whole team, like you said. Is there a hope that some of these independent bands and artists out there will take notice of the hard work and effort that you're putting in and kind of adapt the same framework of yours and on how to attack the music career?
Yeah, I'd say so, because with the amount of work and dedication that my team and I put into this music, it's just, I can't do anything but expect for someone to grasp it. Like, if you're trying to be the best in what you do, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see people trying to do what you do. So yeah, once you see people doing what you do, you know that you're doing something right.
Definitely. And you got some amazing ideas, a great website, and a great plan. But what's the real key to overcoming the challenges facing indie rap today? And I say a challenge because they've been saying this for 30 years or 40 years now, that hip-hop and rap music will die out soon.
I think it's just the challenge with indie rappers is just you have to be dedicated, and it's a lot of hard work. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. You have to work towards it day and night. Like there's been nights where I slept in the studio with my team. It's a lifestyle, really. So it's not gonna happen overnight, and especially with you being an independent artist, it's just you have to make it happen with the budget, the money, and you have to want it for yourself.
Definitely. And you said the key words, man, working day and night. Because one week you slip off, somebody's going to take your place.
Exactly.
So many artists out there.
Exactly. Everyone's trying to be the next one to blow up.
So we are in promotion. So where would you like people to go online to find out more about 5-Star Franko? And what would they find there? Give us all of it.
You can find me online at my official website, 5starfranko.com. That's www.5starfranko, Franko with a K, that way. And you can find me on Instagram at 5starfranko, 5 Franko with a K. And my new mixtape, I Am 5-Star Franko, is out on Apple Music or iTunes, my mixtapes, everything.
Dope. You're on my mixtapes, huh? Cool, man. That's cool. All right. Where did you get the name from, 5-Star Franko?
The name 5-Star Franko, the 5-star is actually two parts to that. First off, I'm a star in different categories. I'm not just a recording artist. I can model, act, I do everything. And also, it's just when you think of 5-star, you think of just the highest caliber. So you go to a 5-star restaurant, you expect to receive the best service, and that's what I have to offer. And the name Franko, the meaning behind Franko is Franko is a person that doesn't care what people think the way that he should go. He does things his way, and he wants people to accept how he does it.
Definitely. You're just being frank with it, right?
Yep.
All right. Theoretically speaking, there's a ton we could have talked about, and there's no doubt that you would have wanted to mention some things that I probably didn't bring up, which is why we have this next moment here in the interview. This is the Vigilantes Radio Open Floor, a spot for you to say anything that you like, mention anything that you wanted to pass on to our listeners, your new fans, and your current fans. 5-Star Franko, has been a extreme pleasure to learn about you, and I personally can't wait to hear the new mixtape in its entirety. I checked out some of it with the allocated time that I had, but now I'll go check out the rest of it. And make sure you keep in touch with us and take care of yourself, man. Thanks for your time. But here in this moment, man, it's the open floor, so you can say whatever that you like.
I just want people to know that in my new mixtape, I Am 5-Star Franko, I have a song for each and every audience. So, say in my song Up Next, featuring my artist Young Ryder, who I have signed to Presidential Music Group, you'll hear a lot of horns and just band instruments. I think people would like to hear that played for with their high school or favorite college bands, and even my one song Dabbing in Fashion. I think people grasp that so much because it's my lingo in that song. I have a lot of slang that no artist has used. Is like stuff that I've made up.
Dope. All right, man. You out here creating vocabulary, huh? Something like pipe it up and the long way and all these other new terms that's coming about. Man, I can't wait to hear it. Maybe I can start using some of those words on the show. It's like, oh man, listen to that 5-Star Franko. Like, yeah. All right, man. After the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the Hot Seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, and of course, along with the actual interview. But the audience get to hear either some vocals, poem, inspirational speech, maybe spoken word. Maybe you got a freestyle rap for us, or a joke, or maybe a story or two, or maybe you can play a live instrument from our special guest. Well, you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And this afternoon, we'll find out if 5-Star Franko has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. Remember, there's 26,000 of you guys on the line. Not to put any pressure on you, 5-Star, but we know you are a pro at this, right?
Yeah.
All right, but for right now, we have 5-Star Franko up next. Let's get to it.
What's that? Yeah.
We on that. That's how we on that.
Hey,
we on that.
Hey, hey,
we on that. Hey, we on that. Hey, we on that. Hey, we on that.
All that we do is get paper, cash. Swear that we ball like the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
I'm with my crew kicking flavor, splash. I ain't worried about a hater. I get more bread than the baker.
Yeah.
She come to me, I don't chase her.
What?
I might take a trip to Jamaica. Yeah, that's 100 been sitting on the table. Franko.
We are niggas. Yeah. We are niggas. We are niggas. We are niggas. Man, I swear that we are niggas. We are niggas. Yeah. We are niggas. We are niggas. We are niggas. Tell them folk that we are niggas.
I'm a niggas. I got chicks. No, I got to flex. Pull it up in Hemis. Then I'm pulling off in vets.
Yeah.
If it's not that, it's a jet.
Yeah.
I'm ballin' how you play red. I swear that it's nothing but net. Look at my diamonds, you know that they wet. If you even know me, you know that I'm working. When I left the party, your shawty was lurking. I don't want your girl, she can stop by that flirting. I'm up next with chest while your pockets are hurting. You know it's 5-Star Franko, ayy. And I be whipping no Django. Take your girl out of Dodge, still Rango. We'll call your girl, but I don't know her name though. All that we do is get paper, cash. Swear that we ball like the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
I'm with my crew kicking flavor, splash. I ain't worried about a hater. I get more bread than the baker.
Yeah.
She come to me, I don't chase her.
What?
I might take a trip to Jamaica. Yeah, that's 100 been sitting on the table. Franko.
We are niggas. Yeah. We are niggas. We are niggas. We are niggas. Man, I swear that we are niggas. We are niggas. Yeah. We are niggas. We are niggas. We are niggas. Tell them folk that we are niggas. Right. I just wanna stand this summer. Red bottom Ferragamo's. Hit a 10 band jewel. I just gave it to Marana. Swear that I ball like a Laker. Better yet, ball like the Pacers. We up next, yeah, I know that they hate us. Franko plug right 100 bands on the table. We up next, flexing on my ex. Swear I'm about to run me another check. Fly like a jet. I'm a G, no alphabet. Chasing checks, I'm out there. You a Ricky? I'm a vet. Might cut your girl, no Gillette. Just want the paper, nothing less. Oh.
All that we do is get paper, cash. Swear that we ball like the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
I'm with my crew kicking flavor, splash. I ain't worried about a hater. I get more bread than the baker.
Yeah.
She come to me, I don't chase her.
What?
I might take a trip to Jamaica. Yeah, that's 100 been sitting on the table.
We are niggas. Yeah. We are niggas. We are niggas. We are niggas. Man, I swear that we are niggas. We are niggas. Yeah. We are niggas. We are niggas. We are niggas. Tell them folk that we are niggas.
Oh yeah, we up next. Man, I was over here bumping and bouncing off the walls. You better believe it. That was 5-Star Franko up next. It's not about what you have. It's about what you do with it. In the 19th century, before the invention of the internal combustion engine, crude oil was a nuisance. No one wanted it on their property, and it fouled the land and water. Then came the internal combustion engine and the automobile and the petroleum business. Suddenly, there was a huge market for crude oil because someone had figured out something useful to do with it. Nothing other than life itself really has value. In order for anything to have value, you must know what to do with it. Just like your music, you gotta know what to do with it. And the more productivity you can use, the more value it has. At the heart of most computers is a microprocessor chip made of silicon. Silicon is more abundant in nature than any other element except for oxygen. As you walk down any beach in the world, the sand beneath your feet is composed largely of silicon. Yet silicon, when processed into a computer chip, can be worth thousands of times its weight in gold. What is that? What makes silicon so valuable? It's not the material itself. It's the fact that someone has taken it and purified it and processed it into something extremely useful. Knowing what to do with something is more important than the thing itself. This holds true not only for tangible material things, but also for things such as ideas, business contacts, skills, information, like I said, music. Most people are caught up in the endless pursuit of trying to get enough, or trying to have enough. Such an approach will never work because just having enough is never enough. You must know what to do with it. In fact, when you know what to do with what you have, you'll discover that you already have enough. There's a very powerful concept, and it frees you from the dead-end process or approach of getting and focusing you on the wealth-creating approach of giving. What if a manufacturing plant opened up and all they did was stockpile raw materials? Certainly the raw materials are necessary for productive manufacturing. If nothing is done with them, though, they are virtually worthless. Yeah, and I tell artists this all the time. You have thousands of songs sitting on your computer, on your hard drive. They're not doing anything. That's just raw material sitting there, doing nothing. You got to get it out there, people. You got to push it out. To produce wealth, the people operating the plant need to figure out what to do with all those raw materials, and then they need to do it. The same holds true for you, my friend. In order to produce wealth, you need to figure out what to do with what you got. How can you produce maximum value for others using the skills, the knowledge, the contacts, and resources at your disposal? Answer that question, and you'll immediately start creating wealth. Take it from me. And with that, let's go ahead and bring our guest of the hour back on. Well, 30 minutes now. 5-Star Franko, you're back live with us. What do you have for us in the hot seat?
What's happening? I think I'm going to crack out a little freestyle.
All right.
Diego going to bring me them pesos. You know I'm having that queso. I get that cash and I lay low. You on the mat like you Fabo. Flexing, I'm taking your J-Lo. She gon' hop in if I say so. I'm in Atlanta with Pedro. Got a side chicken, she straight out of Clayco. Versace wrist and Burberry, my bill, so just give me my credit. You know that she dig it. Call up Diego, I need about 10 rats and just give him 10 minutes. You know he gon' send it. 100s on 50s and 50s on 100s. Said ain't no tunes, but you know how I'm with it. Walked out of Neiman, just came out of Fitz, and I hop in to hit me. I'm headed to Lennox. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. All right. Dope. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get into this mixtape, man. I think I'm going to just bump that for the rest of the day and take it easy. All right, man, we definitely appreciate your time here with us today on this show. Anything else before we break off? Oh, man, you're welcome.
Nothing else. Just make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at 5-Star Franko. That's the number 5 Franko with a K.
Definitely. Also, another special thanks to our guest, 5-Star Franko, the incredible 5-Star Franko, for joining us.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/only1media group, iTunes, YouTube, the app called Podcast Addict, or our website, which is only1mediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or send something for us to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. Here my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, something you got to deal with. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate you guys for tuning in either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. And also special thanks to our guests for joining us. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr. We are all over. Just connect with us and we do follow back. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely freaking great at just doing that. Peace.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.